I want you to take a moment and think about how many of you and your family members struggle with some form of mental health issue. The National Institute of Minority Health and Disparities did a report between 2018 and 2022 that showed that the average national death rate by suicide was 264. And the Health and Human Services did a report on suicide prevention that showed that there has been a 36.7% increase in death by suicide in Texas. Good afternoon, and thank you for taking the time to listen to my concerns today. My name is Rebecca. I'm a college student and a mother of four. I've struggled with mental health my entire adult life and most of my teenage life, and I can't imagine a world where my children are going to grow up and not have the access to the care that they need. I have been hospitalized 3 times for behavioral health, and each time my stay was cut short due to insurance coverage. Obtaining psychiatric care was near impossible, with my appointments being scheduled 2 months in advance. Many people who are struggling with mental health care issues don't have months to receive the care that they need. Should the amount of money in our pockets truly determine the amount and the quality of mental health care that we receive? My goal here today is to convince you, the city of San Antonio, to provide your citizens with easier access to mental health care, to destigmatize mental health issues in our community and reduce the rates of suicide in our city. Today, we are going to cover the rate at which suicide is killing our citizens. We are going to talk about the fact that mental health care is unobtainable in our city. And then we're going to talk about what you can do to help give your citizens easier access to care. KSAT 12 did a report that stated that suicide is the second leading cause of death between the ages of 10 and 34 in Texas. 9 out of 10 members of my family struggle with mental health issues. I am the only one who has sought treatment. When I asked my brother, who is struggling with not only physical health issues, but mental health issues, why he hadn't sought treatment, his response to me was that his health was not worth the medical bills. His health was not worth the medical bills. The National Council for Mental Well-Being did a study that showed that 1 in 4 people have to choose between feeding their families and having the necessities that they need to live and their mental health. 38% either have or know somebody who have driven longer than an hour to receive the care that they need. Cost and lack of access to mental health care is killing our citizens at a rate that is only increasing by the year. No one should have to choose between feeding their families and receiving the kind of treatment that they need for their mental health. So, why is mental health care so unobtainable? When you drive around San Antonio, how many mental health care facilities do you see? For me, the only mental health facility that comes to mind is Laurel Ridge off of 1604. News for San Antonio, Mendoza did a study in 2023, or a story in 2023, that showed that mental health care remains inaccessible to many in San Antonio, despite major investments. The city of San Antonio has invested $24 million into their mental health care initiative, but what is to show for that? Imagine you call for an appointment and you have to wait 2 months to get in to be seen. And then you finally get to that appointment, and then you find out that they don't accept your insurance. And then you have to spend money out of your pocket that you already don't have to be able to receive the care that you need. How do you think this affects somebody who is struggling to get out of bed day in and day out? For some, it pushes them over the edge. For some, they give up fighting for a life that isn't going to fight for them. For others, they suffer. They wake up day in and day out, waiting to get a reprieve from the cage that is their own mind. So, what can easier access to care do for us? Access to care saves lives. The last time I sought out treatment, I was in the darkest place that I've been in my life. I am a chronic self-harmer. And I truly believe that if I hadn't sought out treatment when I did, that I would not be here today. And despite my treatment being cut short due to insurance issues, I came out with a clear mind. I came out with access to the medications that I needed. And with time and hard work, I've been able to overcome most of the obstacles that I endured or have endured my entire life. I no longer wake up every day wondering if my family would be better off without me. You can make our city healthier by providing free clinics and buses around our city for people who need that care, by hosting monthly seminars to destigmatize and make people feel comfortable receiving the care that they need for their mental health. Imagine a world where you don't have to wake up and wonder if your mother, your husband, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your friend is going to decide that they don't want to be here anymore. You wake up and you know that the person that you love is going to receive the treatment that they need. No one should have to suffer because access to care is just too expensive. So I will fight every day so that people like me and many like me receive the access to the care that they need. As we have covered today, lack of affordable health care is costing our citizens their lives. Many aren't receiving the mental health care that they need, and in turn, it is killing them because mental health care saves lives. I challenge you, the city of San Antonio, to provide free clinics and monthly seminars. By destigmatizing and providing your community with easier access to care, you can set your city on a healthier path. Make our lives a priority. Lower suicide rates and give our people the care that they need. What do our lives mean to you? Thank you.